9 News Plus weather, sponsored by Carrier Colorado. The future of home comfort is here.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a detailed look at your Colorado weather forecast. And for today, obviously a lot of high-profile events in town. We got Taylor Swift in town. We got the Yankees in town playing the Rockies at 20th Blake. I think the string cheese incident is in town as well. So there's a lot going on. And that means that tonight's forecast is all the more important. So we're going to break it down for you. But at this point, I'd say it generally looks okay. But if you're heading to that concert, those concerts, you're heading to the Rockies game, it is probably a good idea to bring a poncho with you. I'd still bring that with you. Bring the rain gear. I don't think you'll need to use it, but I would bring that just in case. Meantime, here's the reason why you probably need to bring that poncho. Look outside. You can see all the humidity, all the moisture from a very, very wet spring evaporating back up into the atmosphere right now, and that is leaving behind a very, very green front range for us down below. Much cooler for us today. We had a cold front move its way on through about 2 hours ago, and that has dropped those temperatures. You might have felt that little burst of wind that we had earlier on. That was an association with that cold front, and that continuing to push its way off towards the south, and that is going to lead to a much cooler day ahead for us. Isolated shower storm for us tonight, even cooler, with probably more widespread storms for tomorrow, and probably a slightly higher chance of seeing a stronger storm for tomorrow compared to today. Air quality alert in place until 4 o'clock for this afternoon, and that usually means it's a good idea to avoid mowing the lawn with a gas mower today, at least during the daytime hours, and I would avoid filling up on gas until about 5 o'clock as well. Now, north and east of Denver, that's where we've got a threat for some severe storms for this afternoon. In town, unlikely to see severe storms, though. Can't entirely rule it out, though we do have, again, a slightly higher chance of seeing some of those stronger storms north and east of the city. AC Doppler radar. Right now, it's mostly quiet. The storms are, for now, in Nebraska and in Kansas, and those showers and storms will continue to push their way off to the south and east. So what's going to happen tonight, I'm actually going to slow this down a bit for you so you can see this. We'll see some showers and storms develop north and east of Denver. That's the way it looks right now, with the majority of the action from Fort Morgan on north and east. And that's where I think we'll see the majority of the action for the early part of the afternoon. And then tonight, notice how we start to get a bit cloudier with the potential for a few showers around. That's why I would bring that rain jacket with you just in case, because I think if you're heading to the concert tonight, you could be dealing with some showers towards the end of it. So, walking through the forecast, looks okay through the day, looks all right. Once we get to about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we see those showers and storms develop and push north and east of Denver, but I think in town we'll stay dry. And then by about 11, maybe midnight or so, we'll see some clouds and maybe some lighter showers roll their way on in. Temperatures right now much cooler compared to yesterday. We're about 10 degrees cooler than this time yesterday, with those temps right now in the low 70s for us here in Denver. And we're looking at also some 80s again to southeastern Colorado. That's where the front has still not entirely pushed its way on through, at least not quite yet. Dew points measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Close, something we've been closely tracking over the last few days, because this really gives us an idea about A, how humid it is, and B, what kinds of severe storm chances we've got. And it's much drier today compared to yesterday. These are about 10 to 15 degrees lower than they were yesterday, and that means that we're looking overall at a lower risk for severe storms compared to yesterday. We did have some pretty strong storms out in the eastern plains. We had some baseball-sized hail and even a tornado or two out on the eastern plains. So for today, we're looking at those temps rising into the 80s for us, with an isolated storm north and east of town, and those winds on the light side for the most part. Well, we actually got to our 4th day at 90 or above yesterday. Did not update that graphic, but we're at 4 days or 90 or above. Unlikely to get there today, though we do have a slight chance in that we get to 90 or above, but we're with temperature of 72 right now, very, very unlikely. Tonight, temps drop back into the upper 50s, again, that chance for a late shower, maybe a rumble of thunder, but I think we're mainly clear, especially earlier on in the evening. Again, I still want to leave that chance for shower in there. Tomorrow, a lot cloudier with some showers around for us, highs only in the mid-80s for us. And for tomorrow, again, I think we have a better chance of seeing some showers and storms tomorrow. I'm actually going to slow this down for you again here. And you can see that by around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, showers and storms develop. Better chance north and east of Denver, but we'll see some of those try and slide their way on through. And as they do so, we'll see those clear on out off to the south and off to the east. So again, watching that chance for us. Now, jet stream slowly pulling its way off to the west, and that means we're going to be seeing, or I should say an area of high pressure is going to push its way off to the west, which means we got that chance for some of those showers and storms for Saturday, but that ridge builds back in for the back half of the weekend. That means we're back into the upper 90s. Look at that for Monday. Could make a run at our first 100 degree day so far this year here in Denver. Outside chance, but we do have a chance of getting there on Monday. It's going to be hot and dry for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, isolated storms, and then some monsoonal showers and storms return for the middle to end part of next week. But a closer look in at that Swiftcast and that concert forecast, and it does look like we've got that chance, about a 30% chance of a shower or storm after 8 o'clock. And I think most of us dry. Best chance would be after, again, 8 o'clock, but probably dry for tonight. Storm odds for tomorrow, about 40%. Probably dry tomorrow as well, but I think we've got a better chance at a storm tomorrow compared to today. And by the way, for our friends celebrating Bastille Day, well, it is going to be mostly dry again. A chance for a shower after about 8 o'clock this evening. So, top line takeaways. You're going to the concert tonight and tomorrow. Bring a poncho just in case, but I think we're most likely going to end up dry both days and a better chance of being rain-free tonight compared to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night looks like it has a slightly better chance of seeing a shower storm compared to tonight, but both days at this point doesn't appear like we're looking at high and severe weather. Doesn't look like we're talking about really major impacts like the last few weeks, but we do have some showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder around both days. Again, all you got to think about, bring a poncho, have an indoor alternative, but I would not by any means cancel any outdoor plans. Looks like we'll probably end up being dry both days. So good news overall. Temperatures topping on the 80s, so it's cooler as well. Then by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, back into the 90s, near 100 degrees by your Monday. Once again, I'm 9 News meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks again for joining us here on 9 News Plus. We'll have meteorologist Lauren Robinson in at noon, at 9 News at noon, and also 2 p.m. here on 9 News Plus. Then we'll have Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin in at 4 and 5, and then meteorologist Danielle Grants in at 6, 9, and 10 tonight on the 9 News family of networks. Once again, I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks again for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Have a great Friday and a great rest of your weekend.